Afghanistan. Well, I've been against that war in Afghanistan from the very beginning. We're spending $300 million a week in Afghanistan over 20 years. Now, how do everybody says you could have gotten out without anybody being hurt. No one's come up with a way to ever indicate to me how that happens.
Well, that was President Biden once again defending America's exit from Afghanistan. This despite the deaths of 13 U.S. service members and the country now under Taliban rule. Here to talk about it is Fox News senior strategic analyst General Jack Keane. I imagine this is what that he was going to say this no matter what. Right? He is convinced that he did the right thing, and he's always going to defend it. But even this weekend, General, I was helping somebody who's stuck over there, an American citizen trying to get back, threatened with losing his job here. His wife and child are stuck in the refugee camp, etc. It hasn't really ended.
Oh, no, not in the least. And certainly what the president is saying here, trying to get some distance and run from his decision for all the obvious reasons. I mean, this is a strategic blunder of some significance that we haven't seen since World War II. The only thing that compares to it is the horrific exit from the Vietnam War, and I would submit the conditions were very different. And listen, he's presenting a false choice to us here, something President Obama used to do quite a bit, and that is that we would have had considerably more casualties if we stayed. There would have to been a surge of troops if we stayed. Certainly there's a risk of casualties. That would always be the case. But the choice on the table that his military commanders, intelligence commanders were recommending to him, and also all of the allies, the NATO allies that were with us in Afghanistan, was to keep a modest amount of forces there. Imperfect solution, everyone would admit. But it would maintain the status quo. It would prevent the Taliban from taking over the government, and it would obviously prevent foreign terrorists from establishing a base of operations in Afghanistan, something our European allies had great concern about and something we had significant concern about. So that was the choice that was on the table.
Right.
Now, if we stayed, would there be casualties going forward in the future as there had been in the past? Yes, that is very likely. But the choice was to keep Afghanistan in control of the government and prevent foreign terrorists from having a safe haven. That is the decision that he made and walked away from. And he knows, I mean, he doesn't like this answer he got. I don't think anybody involved in agreeing with his decision certainly wanted the Taliban to take over the country again. But that's the problem with an unconditional withdrawal. If he had set conditions for the withdrawal, the Taliban was supposed to talk to the Afghan government. Wouldn't a condition be a ceasefire? Another condition would be a peace treaty. Why would we walk away until there actually is an agreement that's enforceable, where there's going to be some prediction of political stability going forward? Those are realistic conditions that should have been on the table, and they walked away from all of that.
Yeah. I read a long piece in the New Yorker this week, and New York Times Magazine also both had these long pieces about what actually unfolded there, and it's quite distressing to read. And now they're facing a hunger crisis as well. General Jack Keane, always appreciate you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.